megalomaníaco, mega-diretor Megalópolis. Estrelado por Aidan Driver, o filme traz aí o César Catilina, um grande arquiteto que quer criar uma megalópole, uma cidade do futuro, mais humana, mais sustentável, mais democrática. Só que aí ele encontra o poder vigente e tem que peitar aí os poderosos, capital financeiro e da política também. Confira a conversa que eu tive com esse grande mestre, Francis Ford Coppola.
I was thinking, because Megalopolis is a very optimistic film in a way. It could be very cynical or skeptical, regarding nowadays.
It's genuinely optimistic. I believe in the human being as being great. And I think we can accomplish whatever we focus on accomplishing if we want to.
You see yourself more like an optimistic or a hopeful, realistic guy?
I'm optimistic, but I'm also hopeful. I mean, hope is a beautiful world. How do you say hope in Portuguese?
Esperanza. Like esperanza.
Esperanza, that's a beautiful word.
There's esperanza in the film.
Yes, a lot of it. But a lot of what the film sees is not what people understand today, because they don't realize that, our family, that we are one family. We look differently, but we are one human family. Everybody here is my cousin. And that we are, without a doubt, geniuses. I asked the question, why is it no one ever says that we are geniuses? Because they don't. I look in history, I found one example where someone came out in the 15th century and said the human being, what the movie says, when at the end when he says the human being is something to be admired and can accomplish anything.
But we didn't evolve, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes I feel like we are still in ancient Rome, still Greek.
That's what the movie says. It says modern America and ancient Rome are in the same thing. But why? The question, why did we? Who is stopping us? There are forces that stop us. And as a young man, I said, whoever employs the artists runs the world. So who employs the artists today? Most artists, by far, work in commercials. Who pays them? Companies. Who owns the companies? Families. So that there is a possibility that the world is being controlled by certain families. It didn't happen yesterday. It slowly evolved over thousands of years, that these families became rich enough to be able to employ all the artists. And we know who they are, because we know who the commercials are made for. $8 trillion a year, or call it whatever you want, is spent on advertising, selling a little bit of happiness to people. Well, you can't sell happiness to happy people. They already are happy. So people must be unhappy for this to work. So is the possibility that we're kept unhappy unnecessarily just so we'll be good customers? So there is much to improve upon, and we are capable of improving if we'll just talk together. The Megalopolis has a very clear line. It says, we're in need of a debate about the future, and we want everyone in the world to take part in that debate, and we want all questions be allowed to be asked. And if we can do that, that is utopia. It doesn't have to be a violent revolution. It could be a very slow, natural movement towards a world in which everyone is treated like a human being.
And when we ask these questions, when there's a dialogue about them, that basically is a utopia.